higher and did the heavy lifting besides, of course, Reliance Industries. The first rates then on your screen after a close at 10,255. The Sensex is holding up roughly about 200 odd points. We've made it back to 10,350 for the Nifty 50 as well. And that's exactly what the pre-open rates as well were indicating. Look at that move coming in on Airtel. 1% higher, 570 plus levels. It's a good breath. Induslnd, Infratel, Tata Motors, Hero Moto Corp, Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance. They're all seeing spots of green on the screen right now. And it's not a bad start. Almost pushing that 1% mark and close enough to that 10,400 level as well. Hero Moto Corp is a very strong performer this morning. I just want to quickly check in on what Bharat is up to, considering this is the one which took the maximum hit yesterday, was down about 11.25%. Along with that, Ashok, Equitas, Ujjivan, Sun TV, they all had a pretty rough day. On the flip side, though, amongst the blue chips, it's ITC which continues to push higher. Bharti, like I said, is a big mover today. There's Idea, there's Pirumal Enterprises. These are all stocks which have been seeing a fair amount of price action off late. The entire cluster of autos also are going to be in focus. Remember, the first of the month, and you will have the auto sales data as well trickle in. And if the trends of last month, or for that matter, the polls, or a couple of the notes that I've been going through so far are indicating it's only tractors, and that perhaps is the only silver lining. So look out for what an M&M actually does in trade, and perhaps an Escorts. These are the two ones which are really going to call the trend in terms of the tractor sales for the next month or the month gone by, perhaps. Besides that, there's nothing much in terms of stocks which are in news. Tata Steel, let's check in on that as well. That came out with its numbers, operationally decent quarter, but then again, it's the COVID hit. Laurus Labs, where you saw multiple block deals incurred. Minda came out with its numbers. Look out for that too. We're going to be chatting with the management also shortly. CG Power, Central Bank, they all should be seeing some earnings reactions. And Bharat Forge, wherein CLSA maintains its underperform with a target of 325, which, like I said, cracked in trade yesterday itself. So, not bad a start. We've started off slowly, steadily in the green. Let's only hope Nikunj 10,300 stays. For now, it's an okay start.
It is not a bad start at all, and again dips are being bought into. I think that's clearly evident. The broader market is still showing life of energy. One real bazooka in this market has been Tata Communication. A lot of pharma names are moving directionally very strong. Banks are underperforming, especially corporate banks, and it's a good start. US markets have given us a good handover, and we are mildly outperforming the market. Saurabh Mukherjee joins us, but before I go to him, let me quickly get a chart check from CK on what is the way forward for the day. CK?
I would believe the open is somewhat better, nothing very significant. There is a big gap zone that had been left earlier in the week, at about 10,320, which is where we are trading on the futures. So it's very critical that the Nifty needs to cross beyond this point, say this range of 10,320 to 10,340 on the futures. I think that's a critical zone it has to cross. Now, for the PM's address in the evening, there is also a sense that there may be some chatter about what's happening on the China border. So that fear of that might contain higher levels. So I don't see people chasing stocks higher, and it'll be very, very news based. Bharat Electronics, I think that's one of the stocks which is up and running very, very strongly. Metals are looking a little better. So Jindal Steel, always the one with high beta, can be bought. Tata Steel is another. Banks are making a kind of a comeback. So RBL, which had got dropped down quite badly, I think that's the one to look at.